It's another Hearts Against Heroin update, and we're talking with Chris Chernisky, who is a recovering addict and has shared his story with us before. But from your perspective, what would you tell other people in terms of avoiding drug use and addiction in the first place?
You are good enough just the way that you are. You do not need any substance, mood or mind-altering substances to help make you fit in. And anybody who says that you need this or need that, they're not your friend.
So your best advice is not to try it in the first place, because trying it once could be one time too many, right?
I didn't start using drugs thinking that I was going to become an addict, even though I was supposed to know better because I studied it. I had knowledge about it. I've seen the travesty of what drug addiction looks like firsthand. But it does not take long until it gets its hooks in you. And I remember the first time that I did it, I said, well, I'll only do it this time. And it wasn't but a week later where I did it again, and I made this other rule. Well, I'll only do it on Saturday nights. And then the following weekend came and I did it on Friday night. Well, I said I'll only do it on Friday and Saturday night. The following weekend came and I did it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because I was gainfully employed. I was a college baseball coach at Mountain View College down in Dallas, Texas. So I said, I'll just be the weekend warrior and I'll make sure I'm sobered up and cleaned up by the time Monday comes around. But that didn't last long. I could not put limitations towards drug and alcohol use. And the next thing you know, I'm doing it not just at nighttime after I got home from work, but I'm also trying to do it during the daytime. By the time I said to myself, I want to change my life, I was 3.5 years into my active addiction, had lost everything except my life. And fortunately, by the grace of God, I did not lose my life. And I'm ultimately humbled by that. And I'll always say yes if somebody asks me to do something as far as recovery is concerned, because that's what recovery is all about. At the beginning, it's all about stopping the using, stopping the risky behavior, making some significant changes. But as I stay in this program, it's all about the newcomer. It's all about the person that's still out there suffering from this disease of addiction.
So you are successfully living in recovery and willing to reach out to other folks who may need to make that first step. In the last year or so since the Hearts Against Heroin program started, would you say that there are more resources available or it's easier to find those resources for people who want to take that first step for rehabilitation and recovery?
Yes, I really truly believe it has. Not only the availability and the access to those resources, but it's now out into the public. You're seeing commercials on it. I'm watching the Super Bowl, and I see a wonderful commercial about say no to anybody that offers you heroin or any other types of drugs. They're not your friend. The public is talking about it. People are talking about it.
Awareness and education is what the Hearts Against Heroin campaign is all about. So, Chris, do you have any final thoughts today?
If someone like myself can stop using drugs, put it down, gain a new way of life, and embrace my recovery, it can happen for anybody.